Good evening, everybody. I'm Chris Berman. Usually the Sunday Night Hour Sports Centers are the most fun show of the week, especially for some of us who haven't been in this chair for about a month. But tonight in Los Angeles, a story that transcends all merriment that is usually the world of sports. Hank Gathers, senior from Loyola Marymount, the 11th leading all-time scorer in NCAA history, led the NCAA in scoring last year, led the NCAA in rebounding last year, collapsed during the first half of his LMU's WCC quarterfinal game in Los Angeles against Portland. At 6:55 West Coast time, he was pronounced dead at Daniel Freeman Marina Hospital about an hour and 20 minutes after his collapse. This was a scene about 7 minutes into the first half. The Gathers with the stuff, and LMU led 25-13. Then got back to play defense. You'll hear a whistle, and you might want to turn your head. Some of you at home will not like to see what's coming up. After the whistle, Gathers, seemingly fine, takes a couple of steps and collapses. Writhing in pain, attended on court by team personnel, tried to get up once and collapsed again. The second time this season he has collapsed at home at the Gersten Pavilion. Happened back in December in a game against Santa Barbara. Then this scene, mother and sister rushed from the stands. Crowd, a stunned arena. He was taken off onto a stretcher, went to a hospital, and an hour and 20 minutes later, Hank Gathers was pronounced dead, as we said, at 6:55 Pacific Coast time. He had missed a couple of games after the first collapse. They were wondering whether it was a regular heartbeat was the story, but he convinced doctors that he was okay. They cut back on his medication, and Gathers early in February scored 44 points in one game against St. Mary's. There was no warning that such a thing could happen again. But tragedy has struck out in Los Angeles, and Chris Myers